Asada district is one of the affected districts in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, and I can tell you the devastation is very much huge. When I was coming to this city, I was on the motorway, and along the motorway, at least, there was a 10-kilometer stretch on both sides of the highway. There was only one thing, that is the water, and water inundated both sides. Even behind me, you can see, or you may not be able to see, that there is a road, but that road is actually right now under the water. And behind that road and behind those trees, there was a village housing about 250 houses that is currently under complete water. And those villagers have taken shelter just in front of me in the middle of the motorway in those makeshift tents. There's a huge devastation here. Even the camera lens cannot show at the moment. And even just behind me, there were standing crops right now under the water. And the people here are actually complaining that official help has not yet arrived, or the kind of help that they are looking from authorities is not there. The situation here is very much precarious. The only brighter side in this part of the region is that during last 24 hours, the level of water has decreased in Kabul and Swat River. But the amount of water that gathered in these areas is so huge that it will take several weeks, if not months, to dry up this place. Behind me, you can see the Kabul River. There is a high degree of flood in the Kabul River. And just on my left side, if you can see, there is an under construction mosque that is already submerged under the water. The water is already touching the ceiling fan. And just behind that mosque, there is a school that is already inundated with water. And then there are hundreds of houses that are inundated with water. This is the situation right now in Nowshera districts, and both sides of this river Kabul, low-lying areas are currently flooded. I met a couple of people, one man saying that his family is already stranded in one of those areas. His ailing father took a shelter on the roof of his house, and he was going there to provide food. Another guy that I met, he also said that his entire house is submerged under the water. What the authorities are doing here at the moment, they are giving warnings to people to move to a safer locations. They have converted schools, mosques into temporary shelters to provide them the temporary shelter. And right now, the situation is very much alarming at the moment, because I can see even on my front, both sides of this river Kabul, many localities are right now under the water. Even when I was coming to this place, I saw many livestock, farm animals being placed on the roadside on a higher places, because people are trying to save their livelihood. So this is the situation right now, at least in Nowshera district in KP province. The country, or Pakistan, is in the midst of flood from north to the south. In the south, the most affected area, of course, the Sindh and Balochistan province. And in those both provinces, districts after districts, villages after villages are actually inundated with water. And authorities are really struggling to reach out to every individual, every family, given the magnitude of the disaster. And also in the north, the situation is developing in two districts close to Peshawar, that is Charsada and Nowshera, because there is a high degree of flood in Kabul River that flows from Afghanistan. Warnings have already been given to the low-lying areas to move to a safer places. At least in one district, according to the local authorities, 30,000 people have been moved to a safer location, and there are reports that the water has started entering those low-lying areas. So the catastrophe is huge, even in the Swat, the scenic valley. Yesterday we saw how even the hotels were swept away within seconds because of the flash floods. So it's a dire situation at the moment, and authorities are trying to mobilize all kinds of resources to provide relief and rescue the people.